What's going on, y'all, man? So look, I had to respond to this news. Again, I know I haven't had a lot of heavy basketball content on the platform, on the channel. I'm gonna try to cover it more as March Madness kind of gets around here and as the season heats up. Obviously, because we're towards the back end now with the tournament starting. But this is a crazy news, bro. Now look, Cooper Flagg just said in an interview to The Athletic, I want to come back next year. Y'all know how crazy that is? Remember, like, the NBA used to be like the standard. Not saying that it still is, it still isn't. Obviously, we know that it is the standard, right? But it's like these kids be making so much money that they would rather stay there and continue to build their legacy in college. And you know what? I can't blame them. That's how it used to be back in the day. Like when you go like the Michael Jordans, you know what I'm saying? You go to Christian Laettner, who obviously I know is very hated. You know what I'm saying? You go to Jay Williams, you know, JJ Redick's. I'm just talking about this high-end Duke players, the Shane Battiers, whatever it is, that built their legacies in college. And for one, just off rip, I like it, right? I like that he's potentially thinking about coming back. You know what I'm saying? And the pairing of what he could have. The Boozer twins, right? Running the guard. Have to see what happens with Tyrese Proctor in the next year, right? Potentially Nate Ament, right? They already have a top-end class coming in along with a Cooper Flagg. You know how nasty that team would be. They're already a top-end team right now. 23 on the season, 21-3 on the season. Only 3 losses, 1 to Clemson. They look good all year long, and they lost to Kentucky. Bro, that team would be unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did a two-year and done, I would love that. Now, again, this is just playing with the hypothetical because we don't know for certain if it's going to happen. I do like the comment, obviously, but you have to take it with a grain of salt because he could be like, hey, I can't pass this up. I'm going to be probably the #1 pick in the NBA draft. You know what I'm saying? Let me decide to do that. But at the same time, these players have more leverage, right, than ever before. This is a player-driven league. Now, I know what happened with Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. Obviously, the owners, taking that back, and things like that, hey, we still had a control. But imagine him saying, okay, who's the #1 pick in the NBA draft this year? You know what I'm saying? Imagine it's a team like, you know what? I'm going to go back another year and take my chances and go. Regardless, he would have to have a terrible season the next year to not even be a top 10 pick. Or let's just say a lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? That might be smart on his end potentially. Let me go to a team where, there's some help around me. It's not a bad idea either. And also build my college legacy. And, make college basketball even more exciting the next year. It's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's in a conversation for Naismith Player of the Year. Obviously, I believe he's going to win ACC Player of the Year over Max Renaud, obviously, of Stanford. But this guy's the real deal, man. And to see him for another year would be something spectacular, I think, in my humble opinion. Incredible. But just the fact that he's pondering it definitely says a lot. And definitely says he's enjoying his time at Duke. He's enjoying his time with the Blue Devils and obviously Coach Shire. So I think it says a lot, man. And we're going to see. Obviously, like I said, you got to take this with a grain of salt. But the fact that him saying this is going to be a storyline to continue to watch for, especially in the summer and the spring. Once the tournament's over, it's going to be interesting to see what he decides to do. And I think it'd be great for the sport, and I think that's what's so cool right now. College basketball, I don't want to say it's at the pinnacle, but it's starting to get to that level where kids is staying longer because, again, it's NIL money. They can stay 4 or 5 years, get experience. And then when it comes to the NBA, they're a more fine-tuned product because they got the coaching, the high-level coaching, and then when they come in and they have to fulfill a certain role, they know what to do and they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? They can contribute early on. So it's going to be something to watch, man, but I want to hear y'all comments. Will Cooper Flagg come back potentially another year? And what do you guys think potentially of that roster with this guy? Those two, remember, was going at it way back when in the EYBL, a few years ago. Imagine them two as teammates going against college basketball. You don't get much better than that. Sophomore Cooper Flagg will be even better. Obviously, the Boozer twins coming in, Nate Ament. We'll see what happens with Isaiah Evans, but that'd be something cold-blooded. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. But comment below, man, your thoughts on potentially Cooper Flagg returning for another season.